Hi, I'm Jessica, and this is my lovely husband.
What'd you forget? I'm Chris.
I was gonna let you say
oh,
it.
okay,
Like,
that
I wanted
makes
you to
sense.
pick it up like, Jessica.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Again, Jessica.
Chris.
Yeah, but like with this. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So let's try it again. I'm Jessica.
I'm Chris.
Our oldest child is 12, and then we have a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, and currently a 7.5-month-old. So our fresh stuff is from the 7-month-old. And then we also have this history going back about 12, 13 years. Most of what we'll be sharing today is what's popular today, and it's what our 7-month-old loves. But we will also try to share what we've learned over the past 12, 13 years. When you're first picking out baby toys, you start with a baby who really isn't that interested in most things. Like, it doesn't seem like they're engaging in things. So it's hard to pick out something that like seems to do anything, really. Yeah. Like when they're first, like newborn little babies.
Then when they first pick up that like first toy and they actually show a little interest in it, you're like, oh, we found it. Like, that's the one.
He loves it.
You're a baby. You're a person that likes toys.
So we'll start kind of over on Christopher's side. You'll notice that things are very like black and white contrast. I would say for Luke, the first things that he was really interested in were these high contrast cards and similar products. This product is called Giggle Spots. The company actually makes a bunch of different ones. This was my top pick because it had these stripes. So Luke was really drawn to black and white stripes. Luke is our 8-month-old. You'll be hearing me talk about him a lot in all this. So he was really drawn to these stripes. In general, baby items that are black and white contrast and really look like this and like have these like baby faces and stuff and these different looks are called Wimmer-Ferguson. So if you're looking for this style of child development toy or tool, you would look up the name Wimmer-Ferguson. And you'll get a lot of different things that look like this. And the reason is because developmentally, this is what a newborn can really see and focus on.
They're looking for contrast.
Yeah.
These are really cool because they're waterproof. They don't have any corners. You can put them in a purse or a diaper bag, so they're really easy to like take with you and like distract the baby in a like environment that might be, I don't know, like a restaurant or something.
I can't remember how many it came with. It was more than what we have here. I think it was like 10. And what I really appreciated was that the company included little Velcro dots. So you could actually attach this to anything that you needed to attach it to. So we had like his swing mobile and we were able to override the mobile and put this on it. And that was wonderful. And just basically anything like
I don't want stuffed birds. I want little, I want little circles with squiggly lines.
Exactly. Or even like the car seat, you could stick this to the back seat of the car so the baby can look at this. They're just so simple, but they were really well thought out, and I think this is a great product.
He'll even like grab them and just look at them. Like he's just like,
he's just so impressed.
What is this thing? So it's a toy. It looks like a little card, but it's a toy. They really like it.
Yeah. So this is the first thing that Luke really enjoy. Oh, and I am going to leave links in the info box to all of this stuff. Most of them are Amazon links. I'm going to try to do like some Amazon affiliate thing, but I have never done it before. It might not work. But what that means is that I might get some portion of a profit if you click those links. Again, I don't know if it'll work or not or what it will be, but it might work. So I just wanted to disclose that. This is completely genuinely our opinion and toys that we just picked up around the house that are our favorites. And yes, we have other toys that we didn't pick. So these are definitely our favorites and our baby's favorites. And there are other things that he likes that maybe we lost a little bit.
Speaking of favorites, this toy is his all-time favorite. One. It's got a little like Velcro loop so you can put it onto something so it can hang over him. He loves playing with all these different things. It has everything. It's like a Swiss Army knife for babies. Basically, it's got a teether, it's got a squeaker, it's got a rattle. Here it's got a crinkle face that is also a flap that also has this target thing. It's got beads over here and a mirror. It's literally everything.
And we actually call it Luke's favorite toy. Like we'll be like, where's his favorite toy? And this is what we're talking about, and everybody in our house knows that. And he has a physical therapist, and the physical therapist will be like, where's his favorite toy? This is a great one.
This is Manhattan Toys, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Wimmer.
So much. Just read it off.
Oh,
just like,
no, don't. This is some, look at this.
Just read it off.
Okay, I did some research, and I got all the links ahead of time, so I would like know exactly what I was saying to you guys. And some of these Amazon names are outrageous. They're like multiple sentences, like paragraphs of names. This one is simpler, believe it or not. The company is Manhattan Toy, and it's called Wimmer-Ferguson Sights and Sounds Travel Activity Toy. This is one of the ones with the really long names. We wrote it down as Crunchy Book.
Yeah.
When we made our list, we said Crunchy Book.
Don't forget the Crunchy Books.
But the Amazon listing is teytoy, my first soft book, 6 pieces, non-toxic fabric baby cloth, activity crinkle, soft black and white books for infants, boys and girls, early educational toys, perfect for baby shower.
I'm trying to get those keywords in there.
No, that's just
Search
the natural
terms.
name.
That's natural.
It's just like, that's just what rolled off the tip of their tongue.
This was a 6-pack, right?
It was so many books. Like, we have so many of these things now. We really only need 2.
Yeah.
We need 1 to lose, 1 in the car.
Yeah, there's like an ABC one, there's like a Cars one, there's an Animals one. This is the fruit one. The outside of it is crinkle material, and he likes all things that have the crinkle material.
Yes.
And I recommend, this is like me personally as a dad, books for kids. It's like super important. Story time at night, every night is super important to us. And so things to get him interested in books. This doesn't have any words, but I'll list off what it is. And
Luke actually really loves 2D images. Like he's very drawn to two-dimensional images. And I don't know if that's just him. I feel like he's, even more than our other kids, like very invested in the 2D image. But he really loves all books, and he can put this one in his mouth without ruining it, so that's nice.
Yes, and he does like turning the pages. Like he's not like, it doesn't seem like he's doing it with much purpose, but he does like, he likes the fact that it flaps, I think, at this point.
And I don't have to worry about him getting paper cuts. And that's actually like a parent stress that I get. Like, not only that he could rip a page, but also like, it seems like it could give him a little paper cut.
And those cardboard books are great, but if kids are in the phase where they're putting it in their mouth, you're gonna end up with cardboard chunks.
We have books like that. We have books that are just melted on one corner.
But yeah, I really like these. One of these is like permanently attached to a stroller. So when we go on walks, he's got one of these.
Yeah, and it's nice because it has these loops. Like most books don't normally just have loops on them. And this one, you can just attach it to any sort of baby ring.
That's important with most baby toys because they're either in like a high chair or a seat, or have like a thing over them, which we'll show you in a second. And to have it be able so that they, when they're young, they drop things constantly. Yeah. To not have it just gone when they drop it is really, really nice for them.
So the next set of things is from a company called Kiwi Crate, and it is their monthly subscription box called a Panda Crate, which isn't actually monthly. It's like every couple months or so. I have personally subscribed to this and I pay for it and I love it. We also did a sponsored post for it like a couple months ago, but this is in no way like affiliated with that or a sponsored post. This is just me telling you I love their stuff. So this is from the Panda Crate, and so are these. These are little blocks and they're fun for like stacking. They're very soft. They're really lightweight, which I love. So a baby that doesn't have like a ton of strength yet can really play with these and like bop them around. And that's really, really important for when they're like beginning to play with toys. Like toys that might seem like really simple to us are actually a lot heavier for a little baby. So these are very lightweight, which I love. And each block does its own like special thing. Like this is a light rattle.
So yeah, there's a couple crunchy ones, a couple rattly ones, but you can, they're soft. Like you can squish them down to nothing, but they still stack really well.
They stack well, and he loves this.
Colors.
This one is like a really easy crunch. And then this little crunchy panda too, he loves this. So they've sent us a lot of things. These just happen to be his favorites. This is another one that when he's doing physical therapy, like his physical therapists know this toy. They're like, where's the panda? Because he loves it. He loves this. It's like a lightweight crinkle tab panda toy.
Oh yeah, all these little tags. Babies love tags.
Babies love tags.
I think all of our kids were like fascinated with little tags at some point. But the crate thing is a really good idea, especially with a newborn or a young baby, because you don't know what they're gonna latch onto. Like some of the stuff that our other kids really latched onto, Luke didn't really latch onto. So having a box that comes to you that has a few different things, you might find 2 or 3 really good things that stick with you, and then maybe one thing that doesn't resonate, and maybe it'll resonate later.
I love this crate. Like, I get so excited whenever it comes. There's another one that's similar that's called Lovevery or Lovevery. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I didn't end up getting it, and I don't know. Sometimes I regret, like I'm like, oh, should I get that one too? So if you've gotten the Lovevery box, will you tell me your opinions on it, and like if I should get it at this point? I don't know.
This next one is a classic. This one, this is the same toy that we've had
since
Bailey was a baby, and
it's held up.
It's surprisingly held up. It's wood and elastic, and you can squish it and it sort of makes a rattling sound.
It's great.
And it's got little beads. It's just a tactile little, I don't know what shape that is.
Our babies have all loved this toy, even though it looks like it's gotten very little use. It's definitely been chewed on and dropped and like all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And Christopher actually, because it has these loops like this, he loops it to the stroller like pretty easily without any additional loop things. It just kind of like goes, how do you do that?
Well, the stroller thing comes out and I just put it on and then
I know, but isn't it too thick? Or I mean, I've seen you do it, but I'm just looking at it now going, how does he do that? But he does it.
Yeah, I do it. And this, I mean, this is a toy that we have 5 kids and all 5 kids have played with this.
Yeah.
So it is if you're looking for something that a baby will play with.
Or just yourself. Because it's really enjoyable. Really, it's pleasant.
That's true. I feel like we'll have people over and the kids will all go to bed and this will be sitting on the floor and we'll be sitting there talking and inevitably someone will pick it up and be like.
It's true, it's a great toy. And let me tell you what it's called.
Oh, same company.
Yeah, it's Manhattan Toys. Wait.
Skwish.
Yeah, I wrote down Skwish Circle when we were making our notes, and the actual name is called Manhattan Toy Skwish Classic Rattle and Teether Grasping Activity Toy. But they spelled it in a much more fun way than I did.
SKWISH.
Yeah.
And it's copyright 1988. So it's been making babies happy for a long time.
And they actually, I looked on Amazon and now they have all these like really cute colors and natural wood and stuff. So if you have like an aesthetic, you can be catered to in that way. But, you know, babies also really like these bright primary colors. Yeah. I am so pleased just by the colors of these blocks. They're so pretty. So these are a silicone stacking block, and they're kind of cool because they're also a puzzle toy that's, I think, actually a little hard. You can find the pieces. I mean, it's just like definitely Luke can't do this, but Duncan has been, I thought I'd be able to.
I did mine.
How is this wrong?
I did mine. Those are the wrong shapes. Those are different shapes. Look, they have numbers.
I found this one.
There's
okay,
clues.
Yeah, the number clues. So they're kind of hard, okay? But they have little animals and then they have numbers, and you can actually do math facts. Like they have addition and subtraction, and the kids were, the other day, they were doing like little math problems with them, and it was pretty cool. Mini Tudou baby blocks, soft building blocks, baby toys, teethers toy, educational squeeze play with numbers, animals, shapes, textures, 6 months and up, 12 pieces. So that's that. In case I forget to put the link or something, that's how you can find it.
Just search that exact thing.
We have another version that's like a silicone with fun sides that is from the company B Toys, I think it's called. It's B and then a period toys, and you can say like silicone blocks, and they're actually kind of hard to find. I think they're maybe, I don't know what the deal is, why they're a little bit harder to find, like maybe they don't make them anymore. It's more than just the square cube blocks. They have like towers,
triangular blocks, and
and like
arches, and pillars and things like that.
So they're a little bit more advanced. Like I think we got them actually for Duncan last year, and he really loves them, and we plan on using them with Luke, but right now this is what we have out. Okay, so another favorite, it's stuck to the table, I can't even get it off. There you go. How funny is this thing? When I bought this, It had great reviews. It's not that expensive. I think it's $6.99. Came in a bunch of colors. I showed it to Christopher and he was like, what?
Where did you learn of this toy?
Yeah, he was not that impressed. He was kind of like, that's just odd.
Where did you learn of this toy?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And look, do you even know about this part? Have I shown you this? That you flip it like that and stick it there and you put Cheerios when they're a little older?
Yeah, I read the instructions.
And then the baby does that and it's a Cheerio spray party?
Yeah. This came with a whole bunch of stuff that you found on TikTok. So I thought it was a...
This wasn't TikTok though.
This wasn't TikTok.
I think this was just one of my TikTok buying sprees. And I went off on a trail and found this.
This was the TikTok wormhole you went on.
It was, it really was. I called this the mushroom teether, and it is called, in real life, the Mombella Mimi the Mushroom Super Soft Silicone Baby Soothing Teether Toy Pacifier and Breast Shape for Sucking Stage. Prevent finger chewing and falling down for 0 months plus. I don't know how they can stand by the claim that this prevents falling down.
I've probably fallen down holding it at some point.
Maybe it means it prevents the toy from falling down.
Yeah.
But that's not really how it's phrased. No. Prevents from finger sucking and falling down suggests that the child will not fall down with the power of this mushroom.
Here's the thing. Jessica bought this. It came with a whole bunch of other random things that she found through TikTok. And I opened it and I was like, okay, sure, we'll try it. And he loves it.
He loves this thing.
Like you go to give it to him and he's like, oh, give it to me. And then he'll just like sit there squishing it for forever.
Loves
until
it.
he drops it. And it does fall. It can fall. It does.
It doesn't fully prevent falling down. But to be fair, we're not usually sticking it to things. It's usually like we give it to him free. And that's the thing. It's like in here, in this part, it's like fun for a little baby hand to get in there and hold. Like he grasps it and he holds it for a long period of time, I think because it's so lightweight and his hand gets like encapsulated by it. Another really lightweight thing that I feel like this was one of the first things that Luke really loved. Mm-hmm. This is from a company called Ryan and Rose. I was gonna call it a Rattle, but it's actually called a Cutie Teether on their website. But it has this really light, just lovely rattle sound. And as a parent who's parented a lot of children, we've come to a point where we can appreciate a light, lovely sound.
Most of our rattles are very like that's not aggressive at all.
Yeah, they're like
very soft.
Chiming.
Yeah.
The baby doesn't have to do much and it kind of has a little satisfaction of a noise. Like some rattles you have to be like, and it's just too difficult. And this is just so nice. It's bends
silicone,
around.
right?
Yeah, it's silicone.
So this is all like kind of a little squishy and soft. It's easy for the baby to hold, and it probably feels good on their gums when they're teething. Yeah. So yeah, all around this is a nice little toy.
It's really, really nice, and it's also really pretty. This comes in a ton of different colors.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of teething, this is very helpful. I don't know if a lot of parents realize it. I've definitely recommended it to some parents with teething kids.
Yeah.
And they've told me afterward, like, oh, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
This is a teether that when you bite down on it or squeeze it with your fingers, it vibrates.
Yeah.
You kind of hear it. So what that does is it relieves a little bit of the pain that they're feeling. It kind of like numbs their gums in a very natural way. Like it's not a medication or anything. It's just like, it's like a little massage for their gums. I
feel like sometimes we have like crying baby and we're like, ooh, and they're like, they just get shocked really quickly. Wait, what?
But then they like it. Then they like kind of like go for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it calms them. Yeah. Like they go from crying to just feeling like, wait, what now?
Where'd that pain go?
What's going on?
Where's that?
This is difficult for baby Luke's age to make vibrate. So later on when they get a little older, they can do the vibrating on their own. However, you have to be careful because the silicone that surrounds it, like teeth could break through. So you have to either, when they're like Luke's age, you have to hold it in their mouth for them. And we've spent so many months of our lives.
Oh, just holding the thing.
Yeah, with various babies, just holding the vibrating thing in their mouth.
This toy has a sweet spot. Like there's a window of time where this is the best thing ever. And it's like when they're old enough to chew on it, but young enough that they don't have very many sharp teeth that they can actually bite through it.
Yeah, and it does work when they're too young and we can do it for them, but it's like kind of a lot of work to sit there and like hold it in their mouth and like pinch it down. I love this name.
It's got a long...
No, it's a simple name, but it's simple but powerful, okay? It's called the First Year's Massaging Action Teether.
Oh, yes.
So these aren't fully toys. These are called sensory circles. And the actual listing is Ticket Silly Shapes Sensory Circles. And these are really, really cool sensory circles. But they're silicone, and a baby or an older child can either put their feet on this or their hands, and we'll actually put it over when like Luke's sitting in a baby chair or in his stroller, we'll put it over the edge like this, and he'll just kind of like go like that with it. Or if he's doing his tummy time, he'll kind of like do this. And there are a bunch of different textures. And what's nice is that the kit actually came with like these larger circles, and then it also came with the same textures but in like small circle sizes. They're kind of beyond just a baby toy. I bought these because I thought my older kids would kind of get a kick out of them, and then also Luke might down the line be needing some sort of like a sensory activity. And these are a little bit more expensive than a typical baby toy. They were like $50, which is a lot, but I figured that these would be kind of like lifetime toys. So they're probably gonna be things that we have around our house for like at least 10 years, I'd say. So for me, this was more of an investment. I think that they're great if you have a child who's older, who you know already has like sensory needs, that you can buy them for that child and a baby. Or if you know your baby might have some special needs like in the future, they're also really cool.
Our older kids kind of use them almost like fidget toys. Like,
yeah,
like they'll just sit it down on the table next to them while they're like doing work, and just, you know, like they'll just kind of touch it and feel it.
This one is gold. This
yeah,
one's
that's
really
the best
fun.
one. That's the best. I like playing with that.
I do too. It's so good.
And Luke, honestly, like he'll sit there in his like chair and just like play with this a lot. Like he really, really likes this particular texture. It's almost like grass. Like it's like, it's cool. And this is another one where when you got it, I was like, okay, do we really need that? And
I was on the fence about purchasing it. I mean, like I was kind of like, I don't know.
But between Bailey really likes these and Luke really likes these, and they get a lot of use.
Okay, so the next one's really big, so give me a second.
I'm clearing space. I'm clearing some space.
So this one is Luke's Tummy Time Mat. I have to say, I've never like had raving reviews for a tummy time mat. I feel like a lot of times I'm kind of like, gosh, do we need a mat, or could we have just like laid down a blanket and saved some money? This was actually a baby shower gift from my dad, and I'm so grateful for it. It was a total splurge, and I mostly wanted it because I thought it was like really cute because it had this avocado. And it's like a farm theme, and it just reminded me of my childhood because I grew up on a little farm, and like I just thought it was so special. But I also was like, I don't know if we're gonna use this that much. Like I was just like,
he's on it all the time.
And
he
this,
loves it.
He loves everything about it. He loves every single little picture that's on it. He'll look at it and he'll scratch at it.
The reason these arches are here is so that the baby can lie on their back and play with toys. And there's all these different little loops that you can hook things onto. It came with a few different things. But something we've been doing a lot recently, especially with Luke, because he has therapy, is we can take these things off or put them down.
Yeah.
So like we can put them down like this and he can sit here.
That's like the fast way.
Or we can take them completely off.
Also, Christopher, I don't know if you ever noticed this, because we will never use this, I don't think. I mean, maybe we will now that I pointed out, but I don't think so. But this is actually like a baby height checker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just thought those were numbers.
No, it's like a baby. It's like for checking their height milestones.
Oh, cool.
And it came with like some cute farm toys. Like it came with this watermelon, which on tummy time, like a baby can rest like this and kind of pop like.
It's a great shape for that.
And then it came with the avocado, and I think, did it come with this one? I think it did. There's also a little spot for a tomato here, and the tomato has a mirror on it, and he loves it. So I don't know why we can't find it right now.
It's Velcro. It looks like part of the mat. For a long time, we didn't know it even came out. And then he popped it out, and we were like, oh, that's Velcro. So then he's just like, oh, I've got the mirror. He was very excited. Yeah. These little ladybug leaves are flaps that crinkle.
Yeah.
They're crunchy crunchy leaves. He loves playing with those.
And again, they've got a great crunch. He loves these. He really he loves all of the prints on this mat.
And the textures, like there's this, this is a completely different texture.
And I think this had a carrot in it.
Yeah, there is a carrot that goes in there. I don't know where it is right now. He plays with all these toys.
Yeah, he loves it. I was really glad when my dad got it for us as a baby gift, but I don't know that I would have like splurged for it on my own. I think it's something that I just put on my registry, like wishful thinking. But I'm so glad that we got it. Like every day, I'm so glad we have this mat. I don't know, it could be just his personality, but this has been huge. So I hope this was really helpful for you. I recommend all these things to any like new parent, or if you're going to a baby shower or expecting just any baby in family or friend circles. Like they're just all fantastic.
Good for development and good for interaction too. Like these are toys that we spend time with our kids with. You know what I mean? Like they'll play with them on their own, but they're also like, we interact with our kids through these toys, and so that's what part of what makes them special to us.
These are the good ones. Like we've played with a lot of toys, and I definitely stand by all of these. So
thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.